Hi everybody, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Welcome to tonight's triple deck reading. Okay, so we have choose your monster, or your Pokemon for those that know what they are. So first we've got Bulbasaur, then we've got Squirtle, then we've got Charmander. So Bulbasaur, think of an Earth type thing, Earth type based little monster for you. Then you've got Squirtle, which is water, and then obviously Charmander would be fire. So pick what you want, and when I get to that reading, that will be for you. Okay, so this week, no announcements. Let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so Bulbasaur. If you chose Bulbasaur, this is a reading for you. The overall card here is sadness, and it's upside down, okay? Now, this is obviously a positive card. It means sadness, leaving, getting over something, moving on. It also means two things coming back together. So this could be a reconciliation of some kind, a makeup. You know, you could have lost something and you're going to find it again. It's that sort of thing. Two parts coming back. So it could be a blast from the past, somebody you haven't spoken to, coming back into your life as well. Now I've got the overseas travel here. I do feel like that this is talking about overseas trips for some people. I know that there would be a lot of people out there planning for overseas trips around Christmas and early next year. All positive, not getting any dangers. I'm not getting the don't travel. But there's also movement. This card is also about movement, okay? So moving forward. So again, this end of the sadness, this reconciliation, it's actually talking about you can move past the past troubles if you're reconciliating with somebody or reconnecting with somebody. You can move forward. You can have a new future with this person. As long as everything's been discussed and, you know, you're not seeing any red flags now, you can move forward, okay? Now I've got the home card next. Now the home card is like a wish card. It's your wishes coming true. So this is a very positive spread if you chose Bulbasaur, who I normally choose, by the way. Excuse me. So this is wishes coming true. This could involve the environment in the home getting better. This could involve moving into a new home, buying a home, all the positive aspects around the home. This is what you're getting. But this, don't forget, this is a wish card. So this is wishes coming true. This might not be, you know, winning the lotto and becoming a $50 million millionaire, but some small wishes will come true. Some things will work out in your benefit positively for you. So this is really good. Now, home is where the heart is. So if you're what I want to say there is, like, this can have to do with other aspects of your life. It doesn't have to actually be the home. It's more like what you're invested in. So if you're having troubles at work, this is positivity. This is it turning out well. But yeah, I'm going to leave that one there and move on. Okay, so I've got the autumn leaf card here. This is the fall, leaves falling off the trees. This is letting go. This is getting rid of stuff, negative stuff in your life. Okay, so this is, again, we're talking about reconciliation. We're talking about reconnecting with somebody from the past or something from the past. This could be a hobby that you were really interested in at one point and you dropped it. Or this could be, I always wanted to learn how to dance and you decide to take up dancing, okay? Letting go of this negativity is letting go of everything that held you back. All the negative thinking in your head, oh, you can't do that, or you're too old, or you're too young, or you're not in shape. Let go of all of that crap, okay? Reconciliating with somebody is not, when it's talking about that, it's not talking about forgetting the past. It is talking about processing it in a healthy way and being able to not hold grudges and let go, as long as that person is apologetic and like the situation has improved. Again, if there's still red flags there, keep an eye on that, okay? But at the moment, I don't think there are red flags. I think that this is a chance to, like, there's a book in the middle of this page. It's a chance to, just like this book, start a new chapter, start writing your story. Okay, and with the feather there, it is a blessing of light. It is like the spirits around you. If you do see randomly a white feather or a feather around, it normally means that there's an angel around or there's energy or spirits around in a positive sense watching over you. Okay, great. The next card over is the Winter card. So yeah, carrying on with the good news, the Winter card is protection. Okay, it's all about protecting yourself, keeping your walls up. This being upside down, you don't need to do that. Okay, so again, like I said, I don't feel like that there's red flags there at the moment. There may be in a couple of weeks or a couple of months' time, but just getting to know, reconnect to this situation or this person, there's not really any red flags. You don't really need to protect yourself. And a lot of times in this situation, when somebody comes back from the past, ironically, a lot of times this card does come up as in you don't need to protect yourself because you're no longer blinded by that loyalty or that friendship or that love you had for this person because it's been so long. You kind of like, okay, well, I'm over all of that now. So if there is a red flag, I'm going to stick my finger up and tell you to go jump. So that's why you don't need to protect yourself, because you've already got that clarity there that you will stand up for yourself if need be. But this is actually a nod to, you don't need to protect yourself. You don't need to, oh, okay, I'm going to give you a chance, but I'm going to have to just really, no, you're either going to give a person a chance or you're not at this stage. Okay. And again, this reading for you guys isn't saying you should or shouldn't reconnect with this person. It's just saying that this is what's happening, the energy around it. Look, it seems very positive to me, but that's with the initial getting together, and you know, you might only have a couple of conversations, you might only catch up with them for a coffee, and then things will fizzle out and you won't want to be with that person again. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that this is the short term, the first introduction, so to speak. Now, the next card over is the Love card, and it is upside down. Now, this isn't coming from them, this is coming from you. I feel like that there is a lack of love, a lack of trust, a lack of all that stuff that you were blinded by in the past, as far as, oh, I really love this person, so you do whatever you want, whatever they wanted. And, you know, you were so loyal to these friends that even though they're blatantly using you, you were still loyal to them. There's none of that. Okay, that's what this Love card upside down is saying. So again, this isn't necessarily saying that if this is an ex-partner that's coming back into your life, this isn't necessarily saying that there isn't going to be actual love and romance there. This is actually saying that you at the moment aren't feeling that, or are hiding that, or it's buried deep down. And so you have that clarity to really see this person and then decide if you want to let those feelings out and re-fall in love with this person, or re-trust these friends, or whatever it may be. Okay, so don't freak out. There's still possibilities there. This is all very positive. But the last card is separation. So what this is saying, like, this can go two ways, and I'm going to tell you both ways because it'll apply to different people. The separation card here, I'm feeling that you are going to draw that line in the sand and separate from them. There's the possibility that some people are going to give these people from the past a chance, and they're going to turn around and go, you know what, you haven't changed, I want nothing to do with you, and you're going to walk. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is basically you're going to see them and go, okay, there is a change there, but too much I was going to say too much has happened in the past for you to give it another go. I really don't think that applies to many people, because honestly, that's not a healthy thing. If you're reconciliating with somebody and they have changed, it's important to go through and see that through for your own benefit, because if you turn around and go, look, you have changed, but I'm still too hurt, you're holding on to that negativity and that pain. So I don't suggest doing that. I do suggest seeing it through. You never know, you could have the friendship that you always wanted. Again, look for red flags. If red flags pop up, then turn around and go, no, you haven't changed, move on. Okay, so the second aspect of this separation card is actually, if you do choose to reconnect with this person or this hobby or whatever it is, okay, I feel like there's going to be communication between you and that person, and at the end of it, you're going to have to make that choice to let go. If you're going to move forward with a new friendship, a new start, a new beginning, you're going to have to force yourself to let go of the past, of the baggage. That's what this separation is, separating yourself from all that past. Because if you're only going to really start a new beginning with this person or this situation if you really acknowledge and communicate with that person about, get it all off your chest. They hurt you, they betrayed you, and how that affected you. But once they apologize and, you guys decide to move forward from that point, there's no bringing up the past. Like, it doesn't work that way. You need to let it go and go, okay, this is a brand new friendship. I'm going into it with my eyes wide open, looking for red flags just in case. But, if somebody, misses my phone call and is 10 minutes late to dinner, you can't then turn around and go, oh, you used to do this all the time and every time. You can't keep rubbing the past into their face. That's not good for them. Obviously, they're not going to stand around and take that for very long. And it's also not good for you because clearly you haven't healed. You haven't let go of the past. You haven't moved on. Okay? I really hope that helps, guys. If you do want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com. Otherwise, I will be back on Wednesday night with the Hump Day Helper videos. There won't be an art video this week. It'll be next week. So until I speak to you again, stay safe, stay good, be blessed. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Okay, so if you chose the little Squirtle, which is a turtle Squirtle, the water card, this is your spread. Okay, so the overall card is the addiction card, and it's upside down. So again, the first reading was good. So this one is also starting off really well. The addiction card being upside down is you getting over addiction, getting over things like, I feel like bad habits, negative thinking, negative. I just feel like that there's a lot of fresh, positive energy there. And it's like people are turning over new leaves, and you're like, no, you know what? I swear too much. I'm going to try and pull that back. Or I get angry too quickly. I'm going to work on that. I feel like that's what this card is saying. Now, again, look, if there is somebody in your life that seems to be struggling with an addiction and maybe in rehab, this is a positive sign there. I'm not going to say much more on that because this reading is for you. And about, it's only the week ahead, like it's only a little reading, but it is a positive sign. So this addiction card, getting over this, it's also when we have a breakup or, we change jobs or something like that, we can be addicted to people and places like work. So this addiction card being upside down, it does feel like you're healing. It does feel like you've gotten over it, or mostly getting over it. And ready to move forward, okay? So this is very positive. Now, the first card out is the springtime card. So this card represents you've done a lot of hard work and now it's paying off, okay? So look, getting over an addiction, let's use that as legitimately you've been an alcoholic, you've gone to Alcohol Anonymous, you've gone to rehab, you've done the hard work, and now you're coming out of rehab. It's still going to be hard, but you're in a more positive headspace. Like, you can see the world clearly. You can look back at your mistakes and be like, oh my God, I'm not going to do that again. It's kind of that sort of thing. So this energy of springtime paying off is, okay, you've done the hard work. Now it's not sit back and enjoy, but this is the time where opportunities are going to be around you. Okay, so again, bringing it back more to reality with the people watching. If you have been working on getting rid of bad habits or working on aspects around you that you don't like, whether it be in yourself or not putting up with other people's bullshit or not, all that sort of stuff, it is going to pay off. It is going to be making you stronger. Now, the next card over is the positivity card, and the positivity card is upside down. There is no upside down with the positivity card. It doesn't mean the opposite of positivity. That's not what an upside down position with this means. It just means that it's the positivity, the charge of happiness and all of that, it's not there yet, but it is coming, okay? So when the positivity card is upside down, it's kind of like, it doesn't mean you're sad, it just kind of means like you're completely balanced. It's kind of like you're emotionless in a sense. It's kind of like, okay, I've got this, I know what I need to do, and I'm going to move forward and do that. Literally, that's what it means. It means that you're working towards bringing that positivity in. Okay, now the positivity is going to come. Okay, that you keep to your guns. Keep moving forward, and it is going to pay off for you. Now, the elderly card is next, and it's upside down. So this is saying to me that the elderly card is like retirement. It's a long time out. This being upside down, it's saying to me that it feels like you're working towards something here. It feels like you've got a goal or a plan, and it's not going to be as long as you think. It's not going to be, oh my God, it's going to take me a year to get this done, or months and months and months, or 10 years. It's none of that. It's going to be a lot sooner than you think. It's not going to be as hard as you think. I actually feel like you've done most of the hard work now. And even if you're thinking, oh my God, I've still got to do this, this is the hard part. It's actually not. I feel like that you're at the crest of the mountain, and now you can slide down and just have fun. Like, I really do feel like you've headed in the positive direction. There could be surprises around you that are just gonna help you along your way. Okay, so it's kind of like what I always say. When you help yourself without hurting anybody else or yourself, when you help yourself, the universe turns around and goes, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. You're helping yourself. Let me help you too. That's how it happens. It doesn't make sense because of the way we've been brought up, but that's the way the universe works, okay? So this positivity, it's not going to be far out. It is coming. Now, I've got the baby card here, and it's upside down. So, look, that positivity, that all that is coming, that's great. You may have these plans for this brand new life and everything. The baby card upside down is actually saying that positivity is coming, but that brand new life isn't going to start just yet, okay? Because a lot of times when we get away from the addiction, when we start changing our lives and we take it step by step by step, you know, things start to click into place and they work out, and it's great. And we're like, okay, well, that worked. Now on to the next thing and on to the next thing, and the positivity starts coming in. There's a moment there where it's kind of like, okay, well, I've got this and I'm really happy and this is all going to work out. So on to the next thing. And we get a little bit too excited because, you know, our hard work is paying off. This is actually saying, okay, you're on the right path. Things are going to be working out really well for you, but you've got to crawl before you can walk. You've got to walk before you can run. So it's kind of like, even though you're going to be successful at doing whatever this is that you're getting away from, this new beginning, this new start, it is saying, look, just before you jump in and create this new start, like starting a new job or moving or a new relationship, whatever, just enjoy what you're doing right now for a while and understand, you know, really absorb yourself in it so that you don't just bite off more than you can chew, okay? This isn't a negative card as such. This is kind of just a little bit of a heads up that, okay, great, you're happy, things are working out, like this is what's coming. You're happy, things are working out, good energy, don't go too far. They say that you should never make promises when you're really happy, because that energy doesn't always stick around. And yeah, let's go out to coffee next week, I can't wait. And then you go home, you have a sleep, you wake up the next morning, and you're like, oh fuck, I don't want to go to coffee next week. It's kind of that sort of thinking, okay? So don't bite off too much than you can chew it, and don't make promises when you're really happy or excited, okay? The next card over is the health card. So this is a very positive card. This is health getting better, health issues improving, clean bill of health. But this is also the situation in general is very positive. And like, you know, say this is about a new job, starting a new job. The job's good. It's clean. It's healthy. It's a good place to be. Okay. So it is a very positive card for whatever this situation is. Now, the last card is the younger woman. Card. Now, gender aside, the younger woman is breaking free. She's breaking free of chains, and it's like the weight of the world is lifting off her shoulders. Hooray! So, excuse me, as you can see, by getting away from these addictions and this bad thing and working through all of this, you are going to be set free. You are going to be finally free of the past, free of those burdens, and it's going to be about you. Now, you've got to keep in mind that moving forward, it's got to remain about you. Don't make this just a stage that, okay, I'm getting away from a bad relationship and a crap job that just always want from me, and right now it's about me and I'm really great and I'm starting a new job and I'm seeing somebody new. Don't fall into old patterns, okay? Don't date the same type of person that's going to do the same thing. If you see red flags at your work, especially if you're just starting a new job, perhaps keep looking for another job. Like, just because you start a new job doesn't mean you have to be there for 6 months, 12 months, a year. If you're looking for new jobs right now and you get offered one, taste test. You know, at the end of the day, it's you that chooses to work wherever you work. Sometimes it feels like, well, I can't get another job anywhere. That's all bullshit, okay? We're just scared of change. We're scared of putting ourselves out there. And most of us put ourselves down because we're used to that, especially from work and our bosses and all of that, because it's a work tactic to get you to be a little mindless robot to do what you're supposed to be doing, okay? So don't do that to yourself. But that's what this is saying. Let all of that go and fresh start. Be good to yourself and just see what else is out there. Okay? Alright guys, I really hope that helped. If you want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com. Otherwise, I'll be back on Wednesday with Hump Day Helper. I know a lot of people don't actually watch the videos on a Wednesday, which I was expecting, but that's why I put them up there, because sometimes we need to pick me up during the week. But there's a playlist on YouTube if you want to check those out. Okay? Otherwise, apart from that, I shall see you next time. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay well. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Okay, so if you chose Charmander, the fire element, he's so cute. Okay, this is the reading for you. Alright, so the overall card is the sex card, and it's upside down. Not the best start to the reading, but the sex card is desire, well, lack of sex. But it's also lack of desire, not lack of desire. Well, it could actually be lack of desire. Can't be bothered doing anything. That's very normal. But it's also talking about something not working out the way you want it to. Okay, now this isn't a big thing. It's something small, but it's going to get under your skin. So just imagine you get your car painted and you want it painted white, and they paint it eggshell, which is a slightly off color white. It's kind of like, well, I got what I wanted, but there's just something small wrong with it. But that would annoy you. That would get under your skin, okay? So it's going to be a lot smaller than that, but there is something not working out the way you wanted it to. Now, sometimes things don't work out the way we want them to because the universe has like got something better planned for you, or there's a reason behind that. With this, I'm actually feeling like sometimes things don't work out the way we want them to, because we might get overly frustrated or angry or upset, emotional, when things don't work out the way we want them to, because we're so used to it. So sometimes I feel like the universe continuously does that with little things, so you learn to get over it. To be able to go, well, this is inconvenient and it sucks, but hey, at the end of the day, who cares? Like, there's bigger things in the world to worry about. There's bigger things in my life to worry about. This little thing, whatever. And once we start learning to do that with small things, then we take that mentality and that energy and we can put it into dealing with bigger things. So in a way, it's kind of the universe giving us these little tests in order to overcome them and have a healthy, stronger aspect that we can use. We have these tools that build up in us that we can use to get over bigger problems, okay? Should they arise. I'm not saying that there are bigger problems on the horizon. So yeah, it is something a little small. It's just going to be frustrating, but it is one of those things where you're like, oh, well, you know, it is what it is. Life's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect for anybody. Everybody's got problems, but I'm just going to let this go and move on to something else because I can't change it, so why bother? Okay, the first card out is actually the summertime card. So this is about resting and relaxing. So again, I feel like it's like, okay, something's not going to work out the way you want it to. It's in the grand scheme of things, it's only small. It may be frustrating, it may get under your skin, but again, it is the summer card is like, look, you can't change it, so get over it. Just relax. Literally saying that, just relax. chill out, go do something for yourself, go for a walk, or go get your nails done, or go fishing, or jump into a hobby, or watch TV, whatever it is. Do something to take your mind off it and just to relax, okay? It's very important for us to have, personally, I find it that three things. It's very important to have three things that we can find that will... I'm sorry, it sounds like my neighbor just kicked over his car and I know nobody's home. Sorry, Ty, if your car gets stolen. It's not getting stolen, it's a different car, that's why I continued on. Yeah, anyway, you normally, rule of thumb, have three things that make you happy, that you enjoy doing, okay? And that way, when you're having a bad day or something's not going the way you want it to, you can rely on those three things. And look, when you get these, again, we're talking about something that's small that's going to affect you, but when something big happens and you're knocked on your ass and you're really depressed and can't be bothered, it's also good to have those three things, because when it comes time to try and get out of bed, try and deal with what's going on, having those three things there, even though you won't feel like doing any of them or can't be bothered, it's very important to draw that energy and try. So baby steps to enjoy these three things, and it starts to help you heal. Okay, so that's why I always say have three things, but in this case, find some relaxation. Now, there is a conflict coming. I think that this is a warning rather than telling you that there is a conflict coming. There's the possibility of a conflict coming. Now, what I feel like that this is literally saying to you guys is the universe is like, okay, there's going to be a little inconvenience, something's not going to work out the way you want. Chill, relax, deal with it, and let it go. If you don't, there's going to be a conflict. Okay, so like if you get upset over this little thing and you take that frustration with you and you're angry, and you know that can lead to you having a conflict with somebody else. It could be related to this situation, could be totally unrelated. We all know what it's like to bite somebody's head off by accident, or I'm angry at this person and this person. What do you want? You know, we all do it. We've all done it in the past. I take really big strides to not do that personally, but everybody's different, individual life paths and all that. So this is kind of like, be careful, because yeah, you don't want to, this conflict isn't coming at you like somebody's going to pick a fight with you. I'm actually feeling that you're going to be the one to start a conflict. So if you're one of these people that like that, go with God, I guess. Like, whatever. If you're the type of person that doesn't like conflict, well, be very cautious and relax and breathe and avoid the conflict, okay? The next card over is the succubus card. So this is an energy or a situation that's sucking our energy. Again, I feel like that this is a warning. If you don't find that way to relax and that way to let it go and process it and accept that some things don't work out the way we want, that's just life. It might not, it's never fair, but that's life. So you've got to go, okay, well, I'm sad by that, but I'm not going to let it make me angry or frustrated. I'm not going to allow it to keep me being sad. I'm going to say, that's sad, oh well, I let it go, and I'm going to go do something fun, or I'm going to do something positive, or I'm going to do something. This is the lesson here. Again, if you don't learn that lesson, there's going to be conflict, and that whole energy is like you're going to be stressing about it, worrying about it, and it's just going to be sucking the energy out of you, and it sucks the positivity out of you. So you go down there, well, it didn't work out the way I wanted it, and nothing ever does. And look at this person, everything works out for them. And what about this? And that's what I mean. It sucks all the energy out of you because you start spiraling and you start thinking. So it's kind of like a fork in the road. One's covered with scary ass dark trees and all of that, and one's got a, you know, light as light can be, green grass and rainbows. Obviously, in our heads, we're like, well, we'll choose the rainbow path with with the grass and all of that. But human psychology, we are really messed up, because most people in a situation like that choose to go down the scary path with the dead trees and the bats flying around and, you know, the negative path. Because the way we make that choice is by, am I going to allow this thing that didn't work out the way I wanted it to, am I going to allow that to bring me down and make me upset and make me angry and frustrated? Or am I going to choose to try and accept it for what it is and let it go and then concentrate on something positive? That's how you take the rainbow path with the green grass and all of that. By sticking with it and just going, oh, well, this sucks, and being all negative, you take the path with the dead trees. Like, that's what I mean. Consciously, we would always choose the rainbow, you know, the safe path, the happy path, but our human psychology normally takes us down that dark and scary path. So think of that every time you get angry, of making that choice. Which way do I want to go? It's a very good, you have that visual thought in your head, very good coping mechanism, a tool to help you consciously make that choice of, no, I'm not going to let this get to me. It sucks, I'm going to let it go. I know I'm a little bit angry, a bit frustrated, so I'm going to go over here and I might be a little bit quiet while I just get my energy back. It's like, you've gone for a run, I just need to catch my breath. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, I've got the card here, surrender. So to me, this is saying don't give up. This is everything that I'm talking about here about this sucks, but I'm going to process it, let it go, and move on to something positive. I think that most people understand this on a spiritual level, on a human level, I should say. This surrender card is like, okay, you may have been trying this in the past and failed. It's like quitting smoking or whatever. There's always bumps, and we're only human. So this is saying don't give up. Okay, this is like keep at it, because this is going to make your life so much better. It's going to make you it's going to make you much happier, stronger, more confident, all of those things. And the way that happens is with your choice. Okay, your choices. So don't give up. Now, I've got the connection card here. It's upside down. So this is actually talking about lack of connection, not feeling involved, not feeling it. Totally okay. All right? That's totally normal. When you get a little, when you lose out on the desire, the sex card, you know, you missed out on something, or something didn't turn out the way you wanted it. It's totally fine to be like, oh, yeah, whatever, and not be able to connect to the people around you or get excited by the things that excite you, because we're kind of down. We feel disconnected. We lose that connection to happiness and positivity and all of that. It's totally fine. It's totally normal. Do not beat yourself up over it, but also don't overthink it. If you're like, oh, see, now and this person and that person, again, that's a road down that scary Halloween path, okay? So when you do feel connection, it's, again, that's fine. It's like, okay, well, you've just run a marathon. You need to catch your breath. Everybody's standing around. They haven't run a marathon, so they're standing there breathing normally, and you're like, you need to catch your breath. That's what this connection card is. You may be on you may not be feeling what everybody else is around, because you've just run that marathon. It's the same as, unfortunately, you know, when we're dealing with a loss or a death, and then we have to go back to work. Everybody at work may know about the death, but, you know, it could have been your parents. One of your parents have passed. And everybody at work are like just acting like the rest of the world just keeps on going like everybody's normal, whereas you're dealing with this big death and you're trying to process it. That's where you feel disconnected, like other people don't get it. Over time, that does pass, because it's just a situation. So again, with this disconnection, don't let it get into your head. It's just something that happens sometimes. You will pick yourself up. Again, this is where you need that rest and relaxation, because that's how you recharge. Okay, the last card here is the balance card, and it is upside down. So it is saying that right now there is a lack of balance. Things are out of whack. It's kind of like you're in a transition stage, or you're in a stage of learning and all of this. You know, you're going through a little bit right now. So you are, again, lack of connection, lack of balance. Everything feels a little bit off. But again, this is all in your little world. This is all your power. Okay, so what I'm saying here is things may feel a little bit off, a little bit out of whack, but the outcome is up to you. this is, you've got a little bit of warning here, you've got a little bit of advice here, you've got a little bit of a snapshot of the two different pathways, okay? So right now, it really is up to you. You can either take the advice and a process that this didn't work out the way you wanted it to, and try and rest, relax, and recharge, or you can choose to let it get under your skin. And it is a choice. It is a choice. I don't want to hear, well, I can't help it if it gets under my skin. No, you can't help that, but you can help what happens next. Do you allow it to keep getting under your skin more and more and more, or do you try to actively do something to get rid of that? And I'm not just saying, well, I'm going to go make a cup of tea, or I tried something for 5 seconds. No, you've got to actually put in the work here. And yeah, it sucks and it's unfair and we don't want to do it. I get that. But the more you do this, the stronger you're going to be, and the less you're going to have to do it overall. Okay? So that's my advice. Again, there's no judgment. Individual path. Everyone's an individual, so you do what you need to do. Okay, guys, I hope that helped. If you want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com. I will be back on Wednesday night with Hump Day Helper. There won't be an art video on Friday night. It'll be the following Friday night. I hope you guys have a good week. Stay blessed, stay safe, and be good.